If your life has gone quiet lately, fewer dramas, fewer highs, fewer stories to tell, and you've started to worry that quiet means boring, that calm means you've somehow stopped really living, I want you to consider this. You're not boring, you're at peace. The stillness you've been mistaking for emptiness might be the very thing you spent years of chaos trying to find. Somewhere along the way, we confused excitement with aliveness. We learned to measure a life by its highlights, the wild nights, the big feelings, the constant motion, and to treat a calm stretch as a kind of failure, a sign that something had gone flat. So when your life finally settles, when the drama drains out of it and the days start to feel steady, a strange panic creeps in. You wonder if you've become dull. You miss the chaos, not because it was good for you, but because at least it felt like something, and you start to suspect that peace and boredom are the same thing wearing different clothes. Let me give you the picture. Imagine two pieces of water. The first is whitewater rapids, loud, churning, dramatic, throwing spray in every direction, impossible to ignore. The second is a deep mountain lake at dawn, perfectly still, so calm you can see straight to the bottom. Now, the rapids are exciting. They make a great photo, but you cannot see into them, you cannot drink from them safely, you cannot rest beside them. They're all surface and noise. The lake looks like nothing's happening, and yet the lake is where the real depth is. The lake holds. The lake reflects the whole sky. The stillness of that water isn't emptiness. It's the condition that lets you finally see what's there. That's the difference between the life you're grieving and the life you've actually arrived at. The chaos felt like aliveness because it was loud, the way the rapids feel alive because they roar. But loud was never the same as deep. The drama gave you a constant hit of feeling something, and you mistook that hit for a full life. Peace doesn't roar, it doesn't throw spray, it just runs deep and clear, and the absence of noise isn't the absence of life. It's the presence of room to actually live one. Let me tell you about someone. I'll call him Theo. For most of his 20s, Theo's life was loud. There was always a crisis, always a dramatic relationship, always some new intensity to chase. He'd have called it living fully. He went from high to high, and in the gaps between them he felt restless and low and reached for the next spike of feeling to fill it. He thought the chaos was a sign he was passionate, alive, someone who really felt things. He didn't notice that he was also exhausted, that he never slept well, that he couldn't actually remember the last time he'd felt genuinely content rather than merely stimulated. What happened to Theo wasn't dramatic, which was rather the point. Slowly, over a few years, his life calmed down. Better relationships, steadier work, quieter evenings. And at first, it frightened him. He felt boring. He missed the highs, and even, strangely, missed the lows, because the noise had been the only proof of life he understood. But then, somewhere in that quiet, he noticed something he'd never felt in all the years of chaos. He was actually happy, not high. Happy. Content in a low, steady, unspectacular way that didn't crash. The drama had felt like aliveness, but it had been a kind of static, drowning out the very thing he'd been chasing the whole time. He'd been so addicted to the rapids that he almost mistook the lake for nothing. There's real science under this, and it reframes the whole thing. Psychologists draw a distinction between two kinds of well-being. One they call hedonic, happiness made of pleasure, intensity, the next exciting hit. The other they call eudaimonic, a deeper well-being made of meaning, contentment, and a life that feels worth living from the inside. And the research is clear that the hedonic kind, the chase for highs, runs on a treadmill. Every spike fades, and you need a bigger one next time just to feel the same. The eudaimonic kind doesn't fade like that. It's quieter, steadier, and it's the kind that actually correlates with a life people call good when they look back on it. Peace isn't the absence of the good feeling. It's the arrival of the durable one. So if your calm life has you worried you've gone boring, here are 3 things I want you to understand about the stillness you've found. First, you were never addicted to joy. You were addicted to intensity. Those are not the same thing. Intensity is loud, and it spikes, and it crashes, and it always wants more. Joy is quieter than that, and it lasts. If your old life felt more alive, ask whether it was actually more joyful, or just more stimulating. A loss of what we mourn when life calms down is simply the loss of the noise, not the loss of anything good. Second, peace can feel like boredom at first, because your nervous system is detoxing. If you lived a long time on a constant hit of drama, calm will register as wrong, even as withdrawal. That restless, something's missing feeling isn't proof. The peace is empty. It's proof the chaos was a habit, and habits ache when they break. Give it time. and the silence stops feeling like absence and starts feeling like home. Third, a calm life is not an empty one. It's a life with room in it. The drama wasn't filling your life, it was crowding it. When the noise clears, what's left isn't nothing. It's space. For depth, for the people who matter, for the slow, good things that the chaos never left room to grow. You didn't lose your life when it got quiet. You finally cleared enough space to live one. So stop mistaking your peace for a problem. You were never boring. You simply stopped needing your life to be loud, to know that it was real. The quiet isn't a sign that you stopped living. It's the sound a life makes when it finally stops fighting itself. The philosopher Seneca, who knew a thing or two about the noise of the world, once said that the mind that is anxious about the future is miserable. He spent his life arguing that the good life was a calm one. That tranquility was not the consolation prize, but the whole point. That's not a boring life. That's a still lake at dawn, holding the whole sky. You were never boring. You were just at peace. At last. And peace was always going to feel strange to someone who spent so long living in the rapids. So stop missing the noise. And go down to the still water, where the real depth has been waiting all along.